Life takes an interesting twist once we shift our perception of reality to that of a school, and the people in this school to teachers and mentors. We can view life as a battlefield, and everyone seeking to harm us. But what good would that do? Once we are born, our parents are the primary role models and teachers. Our parents, as good-willed as they are not perfect. They have their own lessons to learn. And at a certain point in our spiritual journey to self-mastery, we require a new teacher. We have learned as much as we could and completed a set of trials that require the expansion of our minds for further initiation. Usually, that would be our friends in kindergarten and school. While young and probably at the same stage of our spiritual journey, they are perfect teachers for us since we start to carve and shape our identities and individualize. This is an entropic stage, and the teachers vary from close friends to bullies to even victims of our own bullying. We face new challenges and reach deeper truths about ourselves and the world. In esoteric traditions, one does not receive all knowledge at once. Instead, they must be initiated into this knowledge step by step and prove their worth and readiness through life's trials. If we could be initiated into the highest mysteries just by reading books and listening to teachers and gurus, then life would not require a space-time domain for its actualization. On equal footing, if we could get initiated without study, theory, contemplation, complex and critical thinking, then we would be material creatures devoid of any spiritual essence. Theory and practice come together. As children, our current teachers, our parents, stay behind to face their tasks and their journeys, while we move to bigger challenges than those we faced while being in their embrace. We now need to learn that not everyone is going to treat us with love and do everything for us. We are no longer an extension of our parents. We start to form our identity and separate ourselves from others. As we progress, our teachers and instructors become our guides. And if they are truly sent by Spirit, then their lessons will be carried in memory years ahead, just like we will always remember our parents, our most significant love relationships, our best friend, our worst enemy, those who shattered our hearts, and spiritual mentors that appear as we step deeper into the mysteries. The magician should never assume that they have learned everything. Every level of power requires a new teacher to help you step into it. The teachers and guides can be either external or internal. Never forget the power of your internal forces. After our parents die, we start to integrate the Great Father and Great Mother archetype to lead us in life and have this internal power to push forward. I find it kind of interesting that while our first teachers, our parents, stay behind, we move ahead to kindergarten, school, and college, all symbolic of sources to gain knowledge. Think in terms of fantasy and mysticism for a moment. If you are a sorcerer's apprentice, he would probably ask you to go get some ingredients for him while he remains in his hut and concocts the next potion, brews something, or is busy with crafting a spell. Sending you out as part of the apprenticeship, you learn not only about the quality of the ingredients that you must fetch, but also from all sorts of trials and life situations you will come across. A simple walk in town can become quite an adventure with dozens of lessons you would not have learned if you just stayed with the sorcerer. In other words, you are being thrown into the unknown, time after time. The unknown is an asset of growth and expansion to the magician, but a fearful monster for him who has still not reached sufficient mastery. It is not that the magician is not scared of the unknown. It's that he has the courage and will to step in despite the fears. He understands that the unknown is a realm of infinite possibilities and the great transmuter of souls. It is the realm of death, transition, great knowledge, and power. It is also where much must be sacrificed. When one phase of learning ends, a new one will appear before us. As long as we keep on walking with trust, faith, reason, love, humility, and humbleness before the divine, walking tall with purpose, the unknown will be an ally. Along the way, we build momentum from our successive victories, and these are rewarded. We have grown much in power and spirit. Our minds expand, develop, and grow like a biological supercomputer, and life shifts accordingly. Even our bestowed luck is simply our alignment with universal principles and forces. Whether we have a purpose and a path or not, we will meet the right teachers at the right time. They are always nearby. It is not the question of whether we have a teacher or a mentor in our lives, but whether we have the eyes to see them and the necessary faculties to understand their message, which is indeed one of spiritual growth. Our fragmented know-it-all egoic I loves to be in a position of power, and anyone who dares to say something against our perceived values and perspectives is deemed an enemy who seeks to hurt and invalidate us or our experiences. How sad! If the teacher is not present in human form, he will appear as a test, as an animal, as a leaf, as a feather, as a rock, as your enemy, as a vibration, as a frequency, as a temptation, an inner urge, or a desire, as an entire situation. The teacher will take any form to teach you the required lesson, even your own form when you interact with another. Move through life. Do not stagnate. Know that when you are ready, the next level of initiation will always reveal itself to you, and the timing will always be right. There is always the next teacher, the next challenge, the next test, the next growth in power, and the next step. A true magician never stops learning. By following the path with discipline, trust, love, and reason, you will continue unlocking higher forms of power